Everyone has the ability to be magnetic. It's not just reserved for certain people. Hello friends and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jills and I talk about things like feminine energy, self-improvement, and wellness for women. So if that's something you want to learn more about, be sure to hit the red subscribe button below as well as the notification bell so you don't miss when I put out any new videos. So let's talk about magnetism because this is something that everyone can develop. And when you learn to be a more magnetic woman, not only will this help you attract the right people into your life and be more well-liked, but it's much more than that. This will help you to attract and easily magnetize everything into your life: romantic partners, friendships, the right opportunities and experiences, your desires, the things that you want. And all this magnetism, it comes from within. It doesn't matter what you look like or anything like that because it's more of an energy, more of a vibe. So today let's talk about how to be a more magnetic woman. I have 6 tips for you guys, and as I go through these tips, I want you to kind of think about it and realize how yes, this will definitely help you to be more attractive to other people, be that person that everyone wants to be around, and be that person that lights up a room. Yes, definitely. But it also goes hand in hand with creating the life you want, manifesting the life you want, whatever you want to call it. The first way to be more magnetic is to have a healthy dose of optimism. And I'm not saying to take it too far and just be completely unrealistic and avoid the realities of life, but having a healthy dose of optimism is something that is just so refreshing. Being optimistic is basically seeing the good and bringing attention to the good and seeing the opportunities that exist, as opposed to seeing the bad and all the reasons why things aren't working and all the reasons why something isn't going to work out or it's not gonna be for you, or all of these things. You know, you can either believe that the world and the people in it are inherently good with a few bad apples versus believing that the world and the people in it are inherently bad with a few good apples. The first one is a much more positive mindset while still being in touch with reality and not ignoring some of the truths of life. And this energy is not only revitalizing and energizing for yourself, but it's the same with other people around you. You know, people want to feel good, yourself included. So if you bring that optimism back into your life, your friends, your experiences, then that energy is magnetic because it feels so good and it's so refreshing. Even when things are hard, being optimistic, seeing the good, seeing the potential in things can bring hope and purpose back into your life and others' lives. And that's powerful. But when you do start seeing the world as a glass half full kind of place, it helps you to see the opportunities that are available to you and go after them, even when things are hard. When it comes to getting the life you want and manifesting the things you desire, you have to believe that those opportunities exist for you and that potential reality is available to you and that it's possible for you. And if you look at your life and your world negatively, then you won't be able to do that. When it comes to getting what you want and achieving what you want, you have to believe that those things can happen. And if you don't, the chances of that thing coming to fruition is very slim. So having a healthy dose of optimism, seeing the good, seeing the opportunities, not only will others be magnetized to you in this energy, but this is one of the first steps towards magnetizing the things you want into your life. The next way to be a more magnetic woman is all about your underlying energy, and that's having a truly authentic, loving and kind energy. And whether it's conscious or subconscious, people can pick up on this. People can pick up on your underlying energy, your underlying motives, and that underlying vibe that you have. Simply just being kind and exuding love, not just in what you say, but in your energy and in your body language, is so important for attracting people to you. You know, people aren't necessarily inclined to want to spend time with people who give off like a cold, competitive, insecure energy. It just doesn't feel good. And if you are loving and kind at an actual deeper level, then not only is this going to make you feel good and at peace because you know you're going to feel that love all within your body, but it's also freaking magnetic. I saw this video on TikTok once and I wish that I could find it. You know, it's like once you scroll past them, you never see it again and you can never find it again. But basically it was this video of this girl, I think she was an actress, and she did one of those duet features where it was her doing a video side by side. It was her video together and she was doing a voiceover, and it was the same exact voiceover in each video, right? But she had a different energy underneath it, and they gave off a totally different vibe. You know, basically the voiceover, what she was saying things like, I'm so happy for you, I'm so excited that you're doing well and that you're doing well in life and thriving and you have a new girlfriend. And in one video, she had this just truly loving energy. Like she really was just so happy for this person and you could feel it. And then in the other video, she said the same exact thing, but it was totally different. You could feel that it was not authentic. You could feel that she was actually bitter and resentful at this person. You could feel that energy. All of this to say that you can say kind things and you can say loving things, but it's the energy behind it that's the most important part. That's the part that will be truly magnetic to others and the part that will make you feel incredible too. I mean, at the end of the day, people just want to feel loved. They want to feel that energy of love, yourself included. So how can you learn to open your heart more? And with manifesting other things in life, what's really common is that people desire things out of fear and out of lack. But when you call things in with love, this is when things feel the most aligned. This is when your intuition is so much stronger. This is when you feel the most courageous. This is when you're more likely to just have a knowing and a feeling that things are going to work out. When it comes from a place of love, you're much more likely to trust not only yourself with what you want to bring into your reality, but also just again trusting that it will happen. So when you are trying to call things into your life, be sure that it's coming from a place of pure love. The third thing that makes a woman so much more magnetic is having clear, confident communication. And this is just such an important life skill, and it might come more naturally to some than others, but this is something that definitely everyone can learn. There's something so magnetic about a woman who can just truly and confidently speak to their beliefs, their values, their opinions, their goals, and their desires, and being able to stand strong on these even if you get some pushback or some people disagree with you. And something that women can struggle with sometimes is being firm, and that doesn't mean being aggressive, but being firm in their boundaries, their needs, their desires, all of that kind of stuff. So often we don't actually communicate what we want and what we need. And this is just a total generalization, but men are much more likely to stand up for what they want and fight for what they want as opposed to women. We have been taught to be a good girl and follow the rules. But sometimes to get what you want out of life, you have to be able to communicate it, to ask for guidance or support around something, to ask clearly for a need that's not being fully met. We can't just expect everything to fall into place and for people to just read our minds. Sometimes to get what we want out of life, to attract the right people, the right opportunities, and have our needs met, we have to be clear and communicative about what those things actually are. And another way to be more magnetic is, of course, to be more confident in general. Be confident in who you are. Be okay with not every single person agreeing with everything that you're doing and the way that you're living your life. Be loving towards yourself and accepting towards yourself. Now, here's something that's important to remember. The way that you treat yourself and the way that you feel about yourself is oftentimes the way people will perceive you. So if you are confident in who you are, if you love yourself and you present yourself in that way, if you feel like you're worthy and deserving, then people will be much more naturally drawn to you because they will see you in that light. And I've already talked about the importance of confidence when it comes to manifesting what you want, believing that it's possible for you and that opportunity exists for you. But if you truly believe that you are worthy and that you are capable, then you have already gotten past the biggest hurdle to getting that thing. A lot of times the thing that actually stops us from getting what we want is an underlying feeling of not feeling good enough, not feeling valuable enough or worthy enough or deserving enough or any of that kind of stuff. Or basically just not feeling confident in yourself and your value. And when we feel like we can't actually get what we desire, then it's rare that we'll actually go for it and put that action in and try to make it happen. When we're not very confident, this domino effect happens where we start to shrink ourselves and not treat ourselves very well, and then other people pick up on this and they perceive this, and so they treat us not very well, and then we pick up on that and we start to shrink ourselves even more because we feel so uncomfortable and people aren't treating us well, and then we lose more and more confidence and lose more and more courage to manifest the things that we want in our life. Own who you are and learn to love who you are. If you want to be a more magnetic woman, the fifth thing that's important is to be genuine and authentic. It's so important to be true to who you are. People can smell inauthenticity from a mile away, and this instinctually actually repels people because this energy feels very unsafe and ungrounded. And being inauthentic to yourself is gonna make you feel like crap too. And I think this goes hand in hand with confidence because it's all about just being yourself and owning that. And by not stepping into your authentic self, you're subconsciously telling yourself and the world that your true self is not deserving enough. And like I said in the last point, if you feel like you're not deserving enough, then people are gonna treat you like you're not deserving. And again, if you believe this, then it's very unlikely that you will create the life you want and attract in what you want. As you can see, this is a big theme here in this video. I have this very strong belief that everyone was born very intentionally on this planet to bring their own unique gifts, their own unique perspectives, their own unique experiences, and their own unique ways to this world. Everyone is beautiful in their own unique way. Be honest about who you are, what you want, and what you desire, because you can't truly ever manifest the life you want, the life that's most aligned with you, if you're not honest with yourself about what that is and who you are. Basically, if you're trying to be someone you're not, you're going to attract things that are not actually for you. And that's not very helpful. So be genuine and authentic to who you are and be the very best version of yourself. And lastly, if you want to be a magnetic woman, be passionate. People are naturally intrigued and enticed by people who are passionate toward certain things because it's life-giving, it's energy-giving, it's exciting. And being passionate about things is so important to your own sense of happiness and fulfillment and purpose. And the happier and more at peace you are with yourself and your life, the more magnetic you become. So bring passion back into your life with the big things and the little things. Go after them, prioritize them, make time for them. Do those things that fill you up and that just completely light you up. And if you feel like you just have no passion in your life or you're just not sure what that is, then go find it, go create it, go explore, and go follow those natural urges and desires that you get as you go about your life. But also when you go after those natural passions and follow those feelings that you have, that's when your life will slowly start to feel more and more aligned. Exploring those passions is what's going to bring you the right opportunities. And the more that you follow your desires and follow your heart and the things that you truly care about, the more that you will magnetize things into your life that are most aligned with your authentic self. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button because it really does help me out and it really helps to share the messages that I'm trying to share. And if you did enjoy this video, you might also want to check out these two videos right here because they're very much in line with what I just talked about. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here and being here till the very end. Love all you guys. Goodbye.